Okay, then we're going to start. We're going to practice with some speaking for activities, and after that, we're going to start writing. Okay, girl, guys, let's start. Let's see where it is. Okay. Can you tell me what is speaking for about? Can anybody tell me?
Teacher, if I'm not wrong, it's a lecture or a speaking that will be just for listening that we have to summarize.
Okay. What else can you tell me about it? Are you allowed to provide your opinion in some of those answers? Yes or no? Are you allowed?
Yes, but just in one of these questions.
That's it. So remember that in speaking task number 5, you are allowed to provide your opinion. Why? Because you need to explain a problem. You have to explain the possible solutions and then provide your opinion by saying which option is the best, at least for you. Okay, so remember that as well. Let's see now. I'm gonna call the attendance first and we're going to start. As soon as you hear your name, please answer present, okay? Okay. Okay. Chávez Merlo Milenka.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Larrea Conde Alejandro.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Navarro Orozco Alejandra. Not here. Saavedra Pedraza Orlando. Not here. And finally, Tito Salvatierra Miriam.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Let's go with the next course. What it is? It's 5 October 5, October 5th.
Sorry, teacher. Did you call me?
No, I'm not finished yet. Do not worry.
Okay.
Alvarez Matos Patricia. Not here. Barquero Mejía Karina. Not here. Cruz Condor Carlos. López Camila. Not here. Finally, Santalla Rivas Joel.
Present, teacher.
Santalla Rivas Roger.
Present, teacher.
Serrano Angulo Ana Belén. Cerrudo Cariaga Eloy.
Present, teacher.
Terrazas Villarruel Bianca. Okay, now the list is complete. We can start. Remember, this is speaking task number 5. So consider that at the moment of listening. Okay, guys. Let me know if you can hear, okay? Let's start.
Hey, Blake, are you and Matt going to share a dorm again next semester? Actually, just a conversation.
Can you hear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's start then, please. Listen carefully.
Hey Blake, are you and Matt gonna share a dorm again next semester?
Actually, Jessica, I'm not sure. I might not be back at school next semester. I might take a semester or two off and move back home.
What? Why? Is everything okay?
I lost my scholarship. My grades were too low last semester. I guess I just didn't study hard enough. I might have to go back home and work for a while to save up enough to come back.
Wow, that's rough. We'll miss you around campus, but aren't there other options? Like, what about a student loan?
I thought about that. I could take out a student loan to pay for the rest of my tuition and other expenses. That is so much money that I have to repay, plus interest. It's a big burden to take on. I know some people who are still paying off student loans even 20 years after they graduate. I don't want to be in debt for the rest of my life.
What about working over the summer to save some money? That could help you out.
I could, but it still might not be enough. For the amount I need, a summer job won't cover it. I'll have to work for a full year to save up enough money to pay for tuition and accommodation on campus. I don't know what to do, but I know I want to finish my degree.
Okay, now let's start. I'm gonna share the screen now so that you can see the timer. Can you see the timer? Yes. Okay, 30 seconds for everybody to prepare the answers. Please, go on. Okay, now it is time for you to share your responses. Let's see, is there any volunteer who would like to participate? Or do you want me to choose? Okay, I think no one wants to participate. Okay, then I'm gonna choose. Let's see. Miriam, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Now, before you start, let me remind you. Speaking task number 5 is about listening to a conversation between two people about an academic topic or a campus-related topic. Okay, considering that, what do you have to say? You have to mention the problem, the solutions. What do you think about the solutions? Which one do you think is the best and why? You have to explain why that option is the best. That's the way you have to organize your answers. Okay, guys, consider that. Let's start, please. Miriam, you can start. 1 minute to speak.
Okay, the problem the man has is that he lost his scholarship, so he doesn't know how to get the money exactly. The solutions the girl gave him is one, to take a loan, but he's not sure if he's gonna be able to repay it, and another, to work and study, in which he's not sure if he's gonna be able to do both. For me, the best solution would be to work and study, because even if it's more difficult, in the long run, it's better because he's not gonna be in doubt. He's not gonna be in debt. That would be my answer, teacher.
Okay, repeat, please. Answer.
Excuse me? Repeat what?
Repeat the word answer.
Answer?
Answer.
Answer?
It is not answer, it is answer without the W. Answer.
Answer.
That's the way you have to pronounce it, okay? Okay,
Okay.
excellent. Apart from that mistake at the end, you organize your ideas in a better way. You explain the problem, you explain the reasons or the the solutions and to explain why you think that the man has to work is the best option. Excellent job. Thank you. Let's move on to another person. Please, Milenka, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Please, your answer.
Okay. The problem in this situation is that the man lost his scholarship. So the woman suggests him two options to continue studying at the university. The first is to get money from the bank. So in that way he could continue studying. And the other option is to work while he's studying. So in this way, he also can continue studying. In my opinion, is better the second option because there are many people who study and work at the same time, and they could get good scores. So for that reason, the second option is the best for me.
Is that all?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, nice answer. Any comment on your speech? Thank you for participating. That's the way you have to do it.
Thank you,
Let's
teacher.
move on to another person. Let's see. Ale, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, please, your answer.
Okay. Lecture talks about a man who lost his scholarship. So a woman suggests some ideas to follow or continue his studies. First one is to get to get some money from the bank, and this way he can pay and continue his studies. Also, she suggests suggesting to work and study and also work in summer, and in this way he can get the enough money to continue. I think the best solution could be the second one because he can study and also get the money and don't get that from the bank. Thank you.
Nice. Nice answer. My only comment, please control the time, okay? You only have 1 minute to speak. So consider that aspect at the moment of speaking, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. Now I need one more volunteer before we move on to speaking task number 6. Is there any other one who would like to participate? Would like to practice? Anyone? No one. Okay, Eloy, thank you. Your answer, please.
Okay. The man's problem is that he lost his scholarship. He says that that he will study hard. His friend give them two options in order to solve this final solution. She says that she can get an study loan or work and study at the same time. Personally, I think that the first option is better because a lot of students in the US uh, get a study loan, although there is a lot of money that they need to pay later. He will work anywhere, so I think that is the best solution.
Okay, nice. Control the time. That's on the command. Another thing, please. Consider organizing your ideas in a better way. You got stuck in a moment of your speech, so that's not good. Okay, so try to organize all the ideas that you have in your mind in order not to get stuck or to get confused at the moment of speaking. Okay, Eloy?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to speaking number 6. Speaking task 6, okay, which is about listening to a lecture. In that In that task, you are supposed to summarize or to explain what happens in the lecture. What is the lecture about? So, considering that, please, let's start. Give me just 1 second, please. Okay, here it is. And
La espera terminó.
please, guys, listen carefully. This is a listening recording.
Here's the lecture.
Extinction in biology. The dying out of...
Can you hear, guys?
Yes, teacher, but could you please could turn up, sorry, the volume, please?
Okay, I will do it. What about the rest?
Right.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's start then, please. It's at maximum. The volume is at maximum, so I hope it's okay. Let's start.
Termination of a species. Extinction occurs when species are... Extinction in biology. The dying out or termination of a species. Extinction occurs when species are diminished because of environmental forces, habitat fragmentation, global change, overexploitation of species for human use, or because of evolutionary changes in their members, genetic inbreeding, poor reproduction, decline in population numbers. Firstly, many species have become extinct because of hunting and overharvesting, the conversion of wetlands and forests into croplands in urban areas, pollution, the introduction of invasive species, and other forms of human-caused destruction of their natural environments. Indeed, current rates of human-induced extinctions are estimated to be about 1,000 times greater than the past natural rates of extinction, leading some scientists to call modern times the sixth mass extinction. This high extinction rate is largely due to the exponential growth in human numbers. From about 1 billion in 1850, the world's population reached 2 billion in 1930 and more than 6 billion in 2000, and is expected to reach about 10 billion by 2050. Additionally, as a result of increasing human populations, habitat loss is the greatest factor in current levels of extinction. For example, less than 1/6 of the land area of Europe has remained unmodified by human activity, and more than half of all wildlife habitat has been eliminated. In more than 4/5 of countries in the Paleotropics, Africa, Asia, and Indonesia. Furthermore, increased levels of greenhouse gases have begun to alter the world's climate, with slowly increasing surface temperatures expected by the middle of the 21st century to force many species to migrate towards the poles and up mountain slopes in order to remain in habitats with the same climate conditions. Most ecologists, conservation biologists, and climate scientists worry that global warming will contribute greatly to species extinctions. All these factors have increased the number of threatened species, almost 1 in 4 mammal species, including 4 of the 6 remaining species of great apes, and 1 in 8 bird species were considered at significant risk of extinction at the start of the 21st century. In addition, the World Wildlife Fund noted in a 2016 report that the vertebrate population overall declined by 58% between 1970 and 2010.
Okay, guys, now it is time for you to provide your answer. Let's see. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to everybody, okay? Let's start. Okay, you had 8 extra seconds. So let's start. Is there any volunteer who would like to share his or her answer? Let me know now. Okay, I think no one wants to share. Let's see who would like to start. Let's see. Let me see. Joel, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Please, your answer.
Okay, the lecture discusses the extinction of species and its causes. The first one is hunting, because more specifically, human has caused it due to the overpopulation, and wildlife has been eliminated in order to get food. We can see this problem in such continents like Africa or Asia. Uh, Also, the increase of gases or population in the atmosphere has also caused the animals to migrate to other places. Uh, this is because global warming contributes to species extinction. In short, uh, there are many causes which are causing animals to extinct.
Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, nice answer. You mentioned, this is the most important part, okay? You have to mention what is the lecture about or what is the class about. The class is about animals getting extinct. That's it. Now, after that, you can provide extra information such as example, situation, whatever you consider necessary, okay? So that's the idea. Mention what is the lecture about. And after that, you have to provide extra information, some extra details, okay? That's the way you have to answer this question. Remember that. Thank you, Joel. Let's move on to another person. Let's see. No, Roger, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Please, your answer.
Okay, the lecture is about animals and species that are getting extincted. One example of this, one cause of this is the global change, and that it has a big impact in the world. Also, the pollution and the increasing of human population.
Okay, I don't know what happened. He was speaking and suddenly he got disconnected. Okay, let's wait for him to join the session again. No problem. Okay. Now, before we move on to writing one, is there any other one who would like to participate? Milenka, please, thank you. 1 minute to speak.
Okay. The speaking is about animal extinction, and the man discusses two reasons for animal extinction. The first is the climate change. Sorry, the increases of the temperature and over the population of the animals. He explains that for this, there are many animals that have extincted. And the second reason is human hunting, that overpopulation of human drives to hunt animals, and it decreases the population of these animals.
Okay, is that all, Milenka?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you for participating. Okay, nice answer. You mentioned all the details and all the information you were supposed to. Control the time, okay? That's the only comment I have to say. Time is
Okay,
really
teacher.
important. You only have 1 minute to speak, okay? So better for you if you can express all your ideas, all your thoughts in less than 1 minute, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Now, let's move on to Roger finally. Roger, are you there? What happened?
Yes, teacher, I don't know my internet. I think it was a little slow.
Yes, that's it. You're having problems with your connection because it is really difficult for me to listen to you. It sounds like a robot. You sound like a robot talking. I don't know why. Maybe because of the connection. Do not worry. We're going to continue practicing next week, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, let's move on to writing one now. Before we start, I'm gonna share this document with you, okay, guys? I hope you find it useful for you. Why? Because it contains a lot of information about writing, about the writing section of the TOEFL test. Writing task 1 and writing task 2, okay? This is some notes that will help you take notes at the moment of listening, the way you have to do it. After that, you have what do you have to do. Summary uses a specific structure. 4 or 5 paragraphs, okay? In writing 1, you are supposed to write an essay. 4 or 5 paragraphs. How many paragraphs? How can you structure those paragraphs? In paragraph 1, you are supposed to write an introduction. And this document also contains some examples. The reading states that, then, however, the professor opposes this argument and refutes in the reading, make a comparison, okay? This is paragraph 1, introduction. What else? Paragraph 2, argument 1. You have to discuss the point, the first point made in the reading. First, the reading claims that, okay, and then it shows how. Finally, you have to make the contrast between what happens in the reading and in the recording. The professor disagrees with this argument by explaining that this is paragraph 2, only one idea, remember that. Paragraph 3, again, second, the reading argues, then the professor opposes this idea, he believes that. Paragraph 3, argument 2. Paragraph 4, argument 3, the same. Third, the reading states, then the professor, okay, follow that structure. Finally, paragraph 5, conclusion. In conclusion, the reading describes and the professor opposes these arguments and suggests. This is the way you have to write your conclusion, okay? So this is for writing 1. This is the way you have to organize your ideas and write your response, okay? Do not write only one paragraph. That's a terrible idea. So divide all your ideas into sentences, okay? And put all those sentences into paragraphs. Remember that a paragraph has to contain only one idea. Do not mix everything. One paragraph, one idea. Another paragraph, another idea, okay? That's the way you have to do it. Apart from this, you have some connectors, some sequence connectors, connectors of opinion, connectors of conclusion, reason, addition, result, emphasis. The way a paragraph and an essay has to be structured. What does a paragraph have to have in order to be accurate? Introduction, body, conclusion, and what does an essay have to have? An introduction, a body, and a concluding paragraph. This is the way you have to organize, okay? So that you can write the best way possible. Finally, you have a sample essay. This is something that I have written in the university. So I hope you find it useful to be followed as a model, okay? This is the way you have to write. This is an academic essay, so it is not compulsory for you to follow it as it is, but it is an idea, okay? It is just an idea on how to write an essay, okay, guys? I'm gonna share this in the WhatsApp group so that you can read it. I hope it is useful for you, okay, guys? Now, let's move on to the document we were working with. Where it is? Let me find it. It is writing. This is the one, I think. Okay, guys. This is the reading passage we're supposed to read. Let's see the answers. Okay, page number 2 is empty. Page number 3 is empty as well. Okay, page number 4, it has some ideas. Excellent. Good job. C5 is empty as well. And 6 is, okay, it contains some information. Okay, only 2 people finished. What happened? What about the rest? Why didn't you finish your responses, guys? Tell me. Guys, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I couldn't do my homework because I was with some issues with my university. So, but I will do it tonight.
Okay, that's the idea. Okay, you have to practice. I need to see your response. Why? Because that's the only way I have to provide feedback, to give you some comments, to give you some help in case you are making mistakes. Okay, so please, it is really necessary for you to finish these writings. Okay, guys, please. Now, we're going to check all these things on Wednesday. Okay, but today we're going to practice with another exercise. So I hope you're ready. I'm gonna copy this. Please go to the document you're gonna read. Okay, guys? I'm gonna copy this in the document I sent you. Here it is. Okay, the reading is there. Please click on the link, and as soon as you are there, please let me know. Guys, are you there?
Yes,
Alex,
teacher.
please tell me.
Excuse me, teacher, where's the link?
Okay, the link is in the chat box. Okay, I didn't send you because I think, Ale, you were not present in the
Yeah,
last
I
session,
didn't
right?
attend on Wednesday. Yes, I
Okay.
didn't attend on Wednesday.
Okay, so thank you for that. Letting me know that. I'm gonna send the link again to the chat box, okay? Okay, the link is in the chat box. You can click on it, Ali, please. What about the rest? Are you in the document now?
Yes, teacher.
What about Eloy, Joel, Miriam, Roger?
I'm Joel.
It's
Okay.
running.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Now you will have 3 minutes to read this, okay? Let's start. Okay, guys, now it is time for you to listen to the recording. Okay, are you ready? Miriam, tell me what happened. Miriam, are you there?
Yes, teacher. What happened in the reading?
Yes, no. You raised your hand. What happened? Tell me.
Oh, excuse me. My mistake.
Okay,
How do
okay, no problem then. Guys, are you ready to listen to the recording?
Yes.
What about the rest?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
teacher.
listen then.
Now listen to a lecture on the topic you just read about.
Your textbook provides a rather one-sided account of Rococo art, dismissing it as an uninspired movement and suggesting that its aristocratic focus, shallow subject matter, and over-ornamentation have led critics to look down on the style. Now, it's definitely true that Rococo art has faced a lot of criticism over the years, but at the same time, I want to argue today that the textbook's dismissal is a bit overstated. It's definitely true that much Rococo art, like the Palace of Versailles in France and its luxurious interiors, for example, or it's true that a lot of Rococo artists worked for aristocratic patrons, but that's not unique to Rococo. I mean, the vast majority of world art before the modern era was created for wealthy audiences. And at the same time, a lot of great Rococo work was done in places like churches, which were meeting places for all elements of society. Those churches didn't just serve aristocrats. And as for the idea that Rococo art is superficial, well, that also seems somewhat misguided to me. Paintings of things like scenes of aristocratic picnics, they're often surprisingly sophisticated. For example, Fragonard's painting The Swing, a painting of two men pushing a young woman on a swing, is very subtle. The relationships between all three people in it are beautifully suggested by these tiny details in their facial expressions and postures. This wasn't shallow or frivolous work at all. Artists, Rococo artists, I mean, actually explored their subjects with real sensitivity and sophistication. And they also created amazing works of art. The idea that they use too much ornamentation is just, well, an opinion. Today, art often emphasizes simplicity, but there's also something to be said for more elaborate techniques. Rococo artists were pioneers in a way. They experimented with color, asymmetrical surfaces, and mixed media to create paintings that still impress viewers centuries later.
Summarize the points made in the lecture, being sure to explain how they challenge specific points made in the reading passage.
Okay, guys, was it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now we're going to start writing, okay? So please try to do this task in 20 minutes, okay? You will have time until next Wednesday to finish it. Remember that. But the idea here is that you can finish in 20 minutes. So try to do it in that time, okay? What else? Please, it is really important for you to finish this task, okay? Because on Wednesday, we're going to cover writing 1 and 2. So I need something to work with. I need to read all the things you have written, okay? You have done in order to provide with some feedback so that you can improve your writing skills in case you are making some mistakes, okay? So please, it is really important for you to finish this task by Wednesday next week. Okay, guys, are my instructions clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Okay,
Yes,
teacher. I
teacher.
have a question, teacher.
tell me.
I don't know if we can hear in a place because, okay, I think it's my mistake, but my speakers, my tablet speakers are bad, I think, and I couldn't hear well. I hear unclear the words, so I can
Okay,
understand the words.
you mean the
I
listening
think it's my
recording?
speakers. But I don't know.
Okay, you mean
It is.
okay, don't worry. I will send the listening recording to the WhatsApp group, okay? So that you can listen to it whenever you can until Wednesday. Is it okay, Ale?
Okay, teacher. Yes, teacher, please.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
So please consider doing this, please, okay? I'm gonna send the listening recording, okay? No problem. But remember that you can listen only once. So my suggestion for you, in order for you to practice, would be the following. Try to do this task in 20 minutes, 1, and 2, listen the recording only one more time, okay? That's it. That's the only way you're going to practice. Okay, guys? Okay, then I'm gonna send the listening recording to the WhatsApp group. I'm gonna send this document as well so that you can read it and maybe have some advantage to it. I'm gonna send the document that I told you about, 2 documents and this one, this recording, okay, guys? So please, by Wednesday next week, this task has to be finished. Okay, guys?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, what about Eloy, Joel, Miriam, Roger? Were my instructions clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
teacher.
Okay, so please, by Wednesday, this has to be finished. I'm gonna assign numbers of pages so that you can write, okay? Let's see. Okay, this is the reading passage on page number 7. Okay, Ale, you are going to write on page number 8, okay?
Okay, teacher. Number 8.
Eloy on page number 9, Joel on page number 10, Miriam on page number 11, finally Roger on page number 12, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to stop here then. We have 7 minutes, so if you want, you can start your responses. At 9 p.m., you are able to leave the session. Before we finish, please, I would really appreciate you complete the daily survey, and after that, you can leave, okay? 7 minutes from now on, you can start if you want. And thank you for attending. Thank you for participating. See you next week, okay? Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, thank you for your responses. Now you can start your responses now, and in 6 minutes, you can leave the session. Thank you again. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Teacher.
Bye-bye. If you have any question, let me know now.